Hi, everyone. My name is David McLeod, and I am your Life Mastery Coach, co-author of the Amazon International best-selling books, The Wellness Universe Guide to Complete Self-Care, 25 Tools for Stress Relief, and its new sibling, 25 Tools for Happiness. I'm also the author of the book, A Life to Die For. Welcome to another episode of Life Mastery Soul Memos, my monthly series aimed at helping you to expand and magnify your life one simple idea at a time. This is episode number 7 for March 2021, called Review Your Beliefs. Now let me start with a question. Have you ever thought about your beliefs? I mean, really thought about them? Have you ever just taken them apart and analyzed them? Have you ever wondered where they came from or how they came into existence in the first place? Well, beliefs are very interesting creatures, that's for sure. In some ways, they are a lot like plants. They start out as seeds that find a footing in the soil someplace, and under the right conditions, they blossom and grow. Some of them stay small and unobtrusive, choosing to live out their lives as flowers. Some of them grow into gangly bushes with lots of branches and leaves. And some grow even bigger and more immovable, like giant redwood trees. Of course, as we all know, there are some plants that are extremely hardy, finding a way to grow and reproduce in even the most difficult terrain. And there are also those undesirable plants that seem to infiltrate the growing space of the desirable ones. We call those kinds of plants weeds. Well, the main point I'm trying to make here is that everyone has all kinds of beliefs. We have beliefs about politics, science, health, relationships, money, and many other things that we consider important. We have beliefs about massively big things like universes, galaxies, matter, and energy. We have beliefs about massively small things like cells, molecules, atoms, subatomic particles, bacteria and viruses, to name just a few. We have beliefs about things that we generally accept to be real, and we have beliefs about things we sometimes consider imaginary. The range of possible beliefs is boundless, really. Now, all of these beliefs help us to navigate the physical world. We know now that they are extremely powerful forces within our consciousness. Shaped largely by past experiences, beliefs contribute to how we perceive our reality going forward. They also have the power to motivate us in ways that influence future experiences. At the same time, they exert a powerful bias on the choices we make in each moment. And most of the time, we don't even realize that we are being influenced in that way. But we must all remember that every belief, no matter how supportive or empowering it might seem, is by its very nature a limiting belief. Now, I think that's a very important concept, so let me just repeat it. Every belief, no matter how supportive or empowering it may seem, is by its very nature a limiting belief. Now, think about that. The moment you believe X, you create in your ego mind a tendency to filter out, anything that contradicts X. In other words, the moment you choose to believe something, consciously or unconsciously, you automatically activate biases in your ego mind that become more selective about evidence as the belief grows stronger. This is an insidious thing because even when you are shown evidence that something different might be true, your ego mind immediately begins to defend the existing belief and will do everything it can to dismiss, discredit, or even demonize the new evidence. This can, and often does, happen so automatically that you are probably not even aware of it. As someone who is on a path of personal growth, you undoubtedly seek ways to improve or accelerate your progress. Well, one practice I strongly recommend for everyone is a periodic belief review. The idea is that every once in a while, preferably about 4 times a year, you set aside some time to take stock of your current belief system. I find that this takes about 30 to 60 minutes, depending on how deep I want to go. As someone who likes journaling and writing, I suggest that you write everything down. I think you'll get much more out of the process that way. The first question to ask yourself is this: what do I currently believe about the world? What do I currently believe about the world? Write down every answer that comes to mind and leave a few blank lines after each one so you can come back later and jot down some notes about everything that you've written down. By the way, when you answer this question, try to avoid answers that would typically be considered facts. For example, the sky is blue, or there are fish in the sea, or gravity causes things to fall to the ground. While these may be considered beliefs in the true sense of the word, there are certainly well-established ideas that are very unlikely to be met with contrary evidence. So instead, focus on statements which really do reflect what you believe. For example, you might believe that people who have lots of money are corrupt, or the world is a dangerous place, or I am not artistic. Well, whatever the truth might be for you in this moment, write down every belief that you can think of and don't judge any of it. Just notice it and accept it as real for you in this moment. Keep writing until you can't think of anything more to write. Now, for each belief you have written down, you want to ask yourself a few more questions. First, where did this belief come from? Is it something I was taught during childhood, or is it something I developed on my own? What consequences do I create by believing this? And how do I feel about those consequences? Is this a belief that resonates for me today? Do I want to keep it, modify it, or replace it entirely? If you take the time to examine each belief in this way, I think you'll find that many of your old beliefs will simply dissolve because they no longer resonate with the essence of who you really are right now. And if you do this process every 3 months or so, then you will find that you will be less likely to be held back by those limiting beliefs. And this will make your continued growth much easier. Enjoy this process and please let me know how it works for you. Now, if you are new to the Wellness Universe, let me tell you, it's a truly fantastic place to go for anything related to personal growth, health, well-being, and general good vibes. You can find many world changers here: coaches, authors, speakers, poets, musicians, healers with all kinds of amazing tools to help you on your journey. Please check out the website at thewellnessuniverse.com. That's THE, the Wellness Universe, .com. And make sure you look me up when you get there. You can find me in the World Changers section. Just search for my name and connect with me. So thank you so much for joining me today. And remember that every belief is a limiting belief. So choose your beliefs carefully and review your entire belief system frequently. I'll see you next time right here on Life Mastery Soul Memos. Bye-bye for now.